game here tonight. We're at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves playing host to the LA Clippers. Big finish at the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Leonard. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First try at the line, no good. Second and 3, no good. Missed opportunity. 0 for 3 at the line. And the reward, he's going to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Substitution being made in this one.
Number 2, Jordan Bell.
Leonard. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves, so it'll stay with the LA Clippers. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Minnesota Timberwolves. Number 22, Andrew Wiggins.
George.
Defensive foul to number 33. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. It's the second. One more coming. 3 for 3. Nice. Leonard drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Jordan Bell with the dunk.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
And counted at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
George sizing up Jordan Bell. Fires the 3. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough 3. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To T. Bell to Teague. The Wolves down to 4 in the shot clock. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. To Leonard. Over to the right side. Beverly to Leonard.
Oh, yeah, let's double shot him. Yep.
Terrific vision. Has a look. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Lays it up and in.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it. To Covington. Fires the 3. Not getting the bounce. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Towns. To Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Covington to Wiggins. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. 2 for 2. That's what you want. To Leonard. To George. Working the outside. Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Leonard, 9 points for him to start the game. He's hit 3 threes in this first quarter. Lights out from downtown.
And defensively, you have to stay in these guys' pocket. Force him to be a driver rather than a shooter.
Here's a chance from long range. George. Paul George. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
T. Misfires. It's no good. Towns. To Wiggins. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Shot clock violation. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. It's the Clippers with the possession now. George sizing up Jordan Bell. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Wiggins. He made his first effort, but not that time. That misses with a second to go. First quarter is complete. The Clippers are out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. We get a whistle. In the eyes of the ref, he meant it. Intentional foul.
Maybe a message was being sent there. I'm just not too sure what it was.
Leonard, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Towns to T. For 3. Not that time. Slam down. Karl Anthony Towns on the follow.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Beverly into the front court. The lead is 11. To Paul George. Karl Anthony Towns sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
George.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Paul George. He's going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. And he misses the second. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
George. Tough shot. He hits.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Wiggins to the basket, but his shot won't go down.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Beverly into the front court. The lead is 15. Karl Anthony Towns pins it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Knocked loose. Towns to Wiggins. Towns won't go down. To Leonard. Missed a wide open look to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense. To Wiggins. Offensive rebound. Wiggins, tough matchup against George. 5 to shoot for Minnesota. Covington to Wiggins. Oh, George swats it. 24-second violation.
For Minnesota.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Subbing in for the Minnesota Timberwolves, number 2.
Leonard.
Defensive foul to number 33. That's his 3rd.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's struggled so far and hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Almost settles for a 2-0-3 trip. And throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Trying to cash in. A shot no good there by Williams.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
T. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Wiggins to Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Beverly. And the rebound for Towns. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Kawhi Leonard. And the rebound taken by Wiggins. Teague with the basketball. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half.
The assist from number 0, Jeff Teague.
PG lets it fly. Rebound Covington. Teague with it up top. Margins 8. Slam dunk.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down. Paul
George to Leonard. shot clock winding down. Leonard cleans it up. Oh, ferocious slam inside. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Straight on three. At the buzzer. That's it for the first half. It's been all Clippers so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Beverly. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To George. To Beverly. Leonard, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
That's out. Last touch by Shabazz Napier. George. Not that time. To Paul George. Scores from the post.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. T. Jeff T. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Beverly into the front court. Lead is 12. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. Kawhi Leonard, defended by the Canadian Wiggins. Kicks it around the perimeter. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. The Timberwolves have the basketball. To Teague. Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Leonard to George. Strong finish for Paul George.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Leonard. Karl Anthony Towns with the block. 4th this contest.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And a backcourt violation. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. To Beverly from long range. And Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Leonard. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To T. For 3. Not done yet. To Wiggins. Fires the 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. George has it against the former #1 pick. To Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. Beverly. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Beyond the arc for 3. Well defended. Covington's a tough matchup. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Covington. Great feed. Teague. Jeff Teague. 3 for 6 now.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Clippers have the basketball. Paul George to Leonard. Fires the 3. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
To Wiggins. Lets it fly from long range, and he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. To Paul George. Working hard on the glass. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
To Covington. Down to 5 on the 24. Lets it fly from beyond the arc at long last. He missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Teague off the iron. No good. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jeff Teague. Throws it down.
Number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
3 quarters complete, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
And he's going to the free throw line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's LA Clippers ball. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Williams across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Covington to Wiggins. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
To Williams. Driving right to the basket. Williams. Deep right corner. Backcourt violation is called. To Teague. To Covington. Teague Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Free throw good. He's able to polish off the 3-point play. Gets to the basket and scores.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Jeff Teague, and finishes strong. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now. That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Add 2 points to the board.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Covington. Curling inside, leaves the defender in the dust. To Covington for 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, I don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever the coach said, it worked. This second half performance has been unreal.
Leonard.
Defensive 3-second violation for Minnesota. For the Los Angeles Clippers.
And he hits. Time to shuffle things up.
For the Clippers, number 13, Paul George.
Leonard. Now pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And a nice finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Minnesota with the basketball. Teague to Towns. Wiggins. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
George to Leonard. Goes to the right side. Beverly. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Teague. And drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Beverly into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Teague. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Flushes it home.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas, or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Oh, they called the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Team foul number 3, Los Angeles Clippers.
Teague. Going to launch beyond the arc. A